guys, so I know, different location. Yes, I am currently sitting on the floor of my kitchen because, I don't know, I fancy a scenery change. So I'm going to try something different today. Let me know if you like it. But I thought I would do a kind of series of things I've learnt and kind of share them with you guys, and maybe they'll help you, or maybe it'll just be me, a crazy lady, rambling for however long the video is. So let me know in the comments below whether you like this, whether you want to see more from me about this. I probably will put up another one of these next week, but let me know, and let's get on with the video. I'm going to start with an issue that is kind of personal. Looking at the title, you don't think Friends is going to be a personal issue, but I have been through a lot when it comes to Friends. So yeah, let's get deep, but not too deep. I'll try not to give you like the depressing details. So let's get on with it. So when I was in primary school, I had exactly one friend. We were friends from like nursery, and we were like the terrible two, no, and we were like a team. We were always a double act growing up through primary school, and when that friend wasn't there, I would spend break times just spinning alone in the playground, and I thought that was normal, but later on I found out that was a trait of my autism before it was diagnosed, and a lot of the problems I have and had and still have with friendships does stem from my autism. And I'm not trying to make excuses, but that's just kind of the reality, and I've long since accepted that. So after primary school, I went into secondary school. It was the first time I was away from my wee village, and I went from having one friend to having no friends due to a combination of things, such as my sister went to a Catholic school for a year to have better subject choices, and at the end of my first month, the first year, I was taken into hospital and diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, which meant I missed school for like 2 weeks, and it was the same time where everyone was making their friendships, so it was the friendships that would last people until the end of their secondary school career and even further on. So when I came back, I really felt like I was on the back foot and I was struggling to catch up. And with a lot of like help from counsellors and my mum and the school, I got the help to learn how to make friends. So then second year rolled around, and suddenly I had 5 shiny new friends and like one old friend, the one who abandoned me from primary school. But you know, I'd read somewhere that your primary school friends are meant to be your friends for life. So I was clinging to that because the books can't be wrong. So for 5 years, I was so scared to lose these friends. Like, I had made friends, I was not going to lose them. So I stayed with them for 5 years, but through all the arguments and disagreements and fights and bitchiness and kicking people out of groups and making us all not talk to these people, I stayed with them because I was scared what would happen if I didn't. And I just didn't want to be alone. So those group of 5 like whittled down throughout the years, got replaced, and in lower 6th, those people turned out to be my bullies for my final 2 years of secondary school. Throughout all of like those entire 5 years of friendship, even though I was friends with these guys beforehand, I always felt like I was on the outside of the friendship, always looking into it. But I started one day, it was one fight too many, and I refused to stay in that friendship. It was toxic. Looking back on it, for years it was toxic, and I should have gotten out of it a lot sooner. You think toxic relationships only apply to people in a relationship, but they can refer to friendships as well, which I learned out the hard way. But then, you know, over those last 2 years, I learned how to be in my own company. I learned that it was okay to be alone. I started enjoying my own company, but it's nice to have friends. And I would, in groups outside of school and sometimes working in school, I would have friends or acquaintances who would talk to me in that moment, but I was never invited to hang out with them outside of those moments, if you get what I mean. So they were momentary friends. I never had the solid friends, and the books were all still reading that the friends you have in school will be your friends for life, and I was panicking because I didn't have any of those. But then I moved away to university, and I won't give you the blow-by-blow account of all my friendships, but let's just sum up the fact that I made friends, I lost those friends. That happened at least twice. I started to believe that I was broken and that I was never going to make friends, and that, you know, I was just destined to be alone and friendless forever, but let's move on. But now in my 3rd year, I finally have those stable friendships I always wanted. And it's only taken me like 21 years to get there, but I got there. So, as I said, I have a lot of issues and problems coming to making friends. And now I do have a kind of stable group that do hang out with me after. I made them through musical theatre and through my drama course. But it started bothering me less if I didn't have friends. Not to sound like a bitch, but I'd gotten so used to living in my own company, like to growing up like outside of my family, just having my own company as friends, and like having the lack of friends, if any of that made sense, that I don't know, I just kind of found it hard to fully throw myself into a friendship because I was scared that when I got into a friendship I would just scare them off, because for ages something I would do would always scare people off. And I really honestly believed it was a fault with me, because so many people said it was a fault with me. Oh damn, I said I wasn't going to get personal. Okay, moving on. Let's analyse my issues. Oh god, bye. So, looking around university and growing up, I was always jealous of the friendships I saw other people have, because they looked so easy and I had to put in so much work into them to just... I'm terrible with keeping up communication. I will forget to message people back. I will take a while if I don't, like, I have to put in a lot of effort. And it was annoying to see how everyone found it so effortless and they could just make friends no problem. And I had to work so hard at it. And my mum is insane for putting up with all of my phone calls with "Mum, am I broken? Mum, how do I make friends? Oh, help." Looking back at the footage that I'm editing, I want to make clear I'm not jealous of friendships. I've just accepted that my friendships with people will be different, and I've realised that, if that makes sense. Because I realised watching it I realised that watching that back, it makes it sound as if I'm just jealous of people for having friendships, but it's more a realisation that I now know that my friendships with people will be different because I don't make friendships in the same way. But the thing is, because I do now have this group of friends, and for a while I did try and replicate what other members of this group were having with other people, because I thought I was jealous that I wasn't having that same connection with these people. But now I realise I am a year older than these people, they are in the same year group, but also the fact that some people aren't as close as they are, and like, this is not a gripe at anyone, it's me. And I need to come to terms with the fact of not every friendship is a carbon copy, and that just because some people are closer in a friendship doesn't mean I have to have that same closeness. Like, I am happy with the friends I have, and I am finally happy and finally getting friends that I am happy to laugh and joke, and I don't feel like I have to try anymore. And it's taken me a long road to figure it out. And I'm happy that I have friends who invite me to house parties, who spontaneously message me and ask me, do I want to go to the cinema in like an hour, and I would be happy to take them up on that offer and go. I'll go to coffee with them and just catch up, and it feels so easy these days. And I suppose I've learned that it's okay to not have the same friendships. I've learned you can't force a friendship, because then it's always going to go wrong. And now that I'm not trying so hard, friendships are easier to come by. And I wish that's something I could have told my younger self, is to just not try so hard, because you will get there, and it's not the be all and end all if you don't have your childhood friends with you at university, because you will find new ones. So my lesson for today: you will always find friends, and that sounds cheesy, but take it from someone who spent her life wanting friends, and now I finally have them, but I don't want to come on too strong and scare them off. Which, sorry guys, you're probably watching this video and you probably knew none of this, and now you get my rambly face. Hi. The big thing I can take away from this is that I could have given up the first few times that I made friends and lost them again. I could have believed that I was worthless and wasn't capable of making friends, but I kept trying. And if anyone's going through a rough patch, feeling like there's no one there for them, there is always someone. Sometimes you don't need to try so hard. I tried so hard and just kept failing. And now, like, I love musical theatre. Musical theatre is where I fit in. I finally found the place where I belong, and the place where I fit in and I'm happy in, and with all the same like drama people, but like, and with all the same musical theatre obsessed people, the same as I am. And I guess the takeaway is, there's no time limit on finding your niche. There's no time limit on finding your clique or where you fit in, because you may not find it in secondary school, you may not even find it in primary school, screw it, you may not even find it in university, but at some point in your life you will find somewhere where you fit in. And I only know this because I've been there, and I have been that person who has taken so long to find a place where they belong. So thank you for listening to whatever that was. I just thought that it's something I've recently come to terms with, was figuring out my relationship with friendships and trying to wonder why I always place such a massive ideal on the perfect friendship, when the ones where I didn't have to try so hard with were the ones that I loved the most, and where I'm having the most amount of fun is when I just didn't try and force a friendship. And I felt like that kind of life lesson would have served me so much better when I was years younger. So I thought, if it helped me then, maybe it can help someone now. And even if not, it's content, so you get this week. So thank you all for watching. If you'd like to, subscribe down below, ring the bell icon if you want to let it be known anytime I post. Links to social media are also down in the description. Let me know if you want more videos with the actual friends I have sometime. I have quite a few videos of the pros in my head. I don't want to just walk up to them and shove a camera in their face and be like, hey, do you want to do this? So maybe there'll just be a few more vloggy type ones. There will be some structured video. I will make up a playlist when I have more of these types of videos. But let me know what you think about them. Let me know of other topics you'd like me to cover, and I will see you all later. Bye! butt shuffle, butt shuffle.